What kind of results can you expect from Milorganite just 16 days after application? Let's find out. Hey YouTube, Ron here from Project Golf Course Lawn Season 5. Welcome to the fourth and last update in our Milorganite experiment. Now if you remember, 16 days ago I applied Milorganite to my lawn to try and answer the question of how quickly can you expect results. It's kind of a small experiment I wanted to run. There's lots of videos out there showing, just the before and after Milorganite results, but I wanted to kind of track the process to show you guys what kind of results you can expect at every 3 to 4 days. So if you look in my my update here, you'll see first of all how I apply Milorganite, and then you'll see that leads to a series of videos, 3 other videos prior to this one, that show you how the lawn progresses every 3 to 4 days. So what's happened is 16 days ago I applied Milorganite, and then every 3 or 4 days I shot an update video showing you guys the lawn and how it's progressing. Now, out of the to be as scientific as possible, I'm shooting these videos at around the same time, a little after 7 in the morning, and there's been nothing else applied to the lawn. So I've had rain a couple times in Georgia, but outside of that, there hasn't been anything else done to the lawn. It's just been Milorganite and rain and sunshine. So let's look at the results. So again, this is update number 4. If you're interested in seeing how the lawn looked just 4 days ago, check the card here, and you'll see that. I mean, this is this looks really good, guys. I gotta tell you. And here's the thing. Conditions haven't been like this morning as I'm filming this. It's 43 degrees outside, kind of like in my last update. It's for some reason we're having this really weird cold snap in Georgia, and it's that it just hasn't been staying warm. So it's 43 degrees right now. So the temperatures haven't been ideal for Milorganite to really break down and really do its thing. But still, look at those results. Look at those results. I mean, that is definitely gorgeous. Look at that. That deep green is it's hard to argue with that. And if we look here along sidewalk, this vanity strip, that's looking pretty good too. And now, of course, I can't deny you guys. Oh, it almost looks fake. It really does. I mean, that just the color, the depth of color. Let's get into that. The depth of color of green on that, again, is it's hard to argue with that. And again, if you really want to compare, you can see how my neighbor's lawn is also greening up as well too. And you can see just, I mean, this heavy dose of Milorganite is really doing its thing. You see here along the area leading up to the backyard. And now, as far as application rates, I did go heavier than bag rate. Remember, for my size lawn, which is 12,000 square feet or so, that would call for about 5 bags of Milorganite. I put down 7. What you're looking at here are 2 bags between this area and in the front lawn. That's so 2 bags, and then towards the back, I used a total of 5 additional bags. So 7 bags overall for my Milorganite application. Take a look at the backyard, guys. I mean, wow. I mean, you guys will have to look at the other video updates in the series. Remember, there's 3 other videos prior to this that show the results. They're filmed every 3 to 4 days, and just shows the depth of color and how the lawn is changing. I mean, I think it's pretty safe to say that the results speak for themselves. And again, this is with it not even an ideal situation. I mean, if you did this summer, if you did this, probably work even faster, because you've got temperatures in the 70s and 80s every day. You're not having where the lawn is falling down into low 40s every night. That makes a difference, guys. I mean, I haven't measured soil temp today because mainly I don't want to be depressed about it, but I mean, it's that hasn't really slowed this down. And here's your view from this angle. I had a question from a viewer, segue, about these rocks, about why they're in the lawn. So when the house was built a few years, well, not a few years, but like six years ago at this point, the builder asked, these rocks were just in the middle of the lawn, and they just moved them out here to get them out of the way as part of like landscaping. And towards the end, they asked, hey, do you want to get rid of them, or do you guys want us to leave them here? And we liked them, and we thought they kind of looked kind of cool, so we kept them. So that's the story behind the rocks. And again, guys, back to the lawn. Let's just show you guys that this angle. I'll walk along here. You can just see the depth of color. And again, this is 16 days prior, 16 days later after Milorganite's been applied. You can see just even in this area here, which is typically slower to fill in, even this is really coming in really nicely. And again, I haven't put anything else down on the lawn. It's just been Milo. We've had probably 3 or 4 instances of rain in the last 16 days, but outside of that, and sunshine, during the day the temps have gotten into the 80s, which is also helped a little bit. But again, this is not ideal conditions overall, and again, the results still look really good. As far as height of cut, what you're looking at as far as the height here, again, we'll use the finger test. There's my my digit, and we'll call that an inch. So I take that and apply it to the lawn. I mean, you can look at that. That is that's safe to say that's just under ½ an inch, right? Very, very, very nice. Again, so the lawn's being mowed short, and it's still staying nice and green. I'm happy. I can't complain. So what do you guys think? I mean, given the fact that the cost associated with Milorganite, you figure this application, we see, so it's $80 for 5 bags. It's just over $100 for this application, which is not inexpensive. But what do you guys think about the results? Again, Milorganite being an organic, you're not going to hurt the lawn when you put it down, and then 16 days later, this is what you can expect. This is what you can expect. I mean, do those warrant that kind of cost? I don't know that I would go that heavy every month, but I definitely think that as part of your overall lawn care program, Milorganite definitely has a spot. For me, once it gets warm, I tend to apply it monthly at lighter application rates, just to kind of give that little iron spike to the lawn, to give that deep green. But let me know what you guys think. What products are you guys using as far as organic fertilizers other than Milorganite, and what kind of results are you guys getting out of it? If you guys found this series useful, be sure to throw me a like and subscribe. Consider subscribing to the channel. I'm putting out a lot more content this season because I think that this could be really useful to people that are trying to get their lawns in great shape. So any videos or anything that you guys think that I can produce that will be helpful for you guys, be sure to let me know. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys appreciated the Milorganite series, and hope you have an amazing day. See you next time.